Many changes in the starting 11, 5 changes in total, shaking things up, Jurgen Klopp. Wasn't working. He brought back on some of the guys that he normally trusted in the likes of Fabinho and the likes of Trent. That didn't work as well. It just seems like there's a lot of issues and Jurgen Klopp just cannot find a solution.
Yeah, it's true. I don't really know what to say. Obviously, every week we talk about this, and it's difficult, to say what really is happening. I don't think Klopp have an answer either. The truth is that the intensity is not there. The team is not the same team that it was last year. They can put many excuses that they have 63 games last season, whatever. But like you say, Michel, today they changed the team. They play more or less a similar team, not the same, but similar team that the team play against Wolverhampton. And they weren't good enough. Maybe as well, I think the signings, they are good players. But for me, I see Mudryk today, and I don't see anything like it in Darwin or Gakpo. It's true that Mudryk, he just arrived and he's still a lot, but just in 25 minutes, 30 minutes, you see a lot more from him that I seen from Darwin and Gakpo since they joined the club. It's maybe as well is the quality of the signings as well to actually fight. It's true that Luis Diaz is not fit, Jota is not fit, but it's no excuse. You still have a strong enough team, to go out there and at least put a good game out there.
How much is this season a bit of a hangover from what happened last season, Jose? Liverpool were all the way to the end on all fronts of the competition. They played 60+ games. They went to the finals of every single competition as well. They went far into it. They were in perhaps for a quadruple, only to come back and win maybe the two lesser trophies, you'd say. The two lesser trophies, the less desirable trophies compared to maybe the Premier League title or the Champions League. Fatigue, mental fatigue, emotional fatigue from going that far and not getting all that. How much is this season a sort of a hangover from what happened last season?
I don't know because I never played 64 games in one season, so obviously I cannot speak as my own experience, but it's true that at the start of the season I understand, but Liverpool were very, very lucky that the World Cup was in the middle of the season and most of the players, the most key players, really, they actually been rested. Salah has been rested, Robertson has been rested, so Fabinho didn't play, so it's a lot of players that they've been rested. So after the World Cup, I believe before, maybe you have that excuse, but after the World Cup happening, that most of the players actually went 2 weeks on holiday, to Maldives, to wherever they went, to actually chill, recover, make sure they come back stronger, mentally stronger. They actually... they come back exactly the same. So I don't think it's that they cannot use that excuse anymore, in my opinion.
Rob, you don't think that could be a reason?
I think the emotional damage, more so than anything last season, going so far and not winning as much as perhaps they should have felt that they did, the Champions League final being such a disappointment. I think it's easy to overlook on a mental side of things. I think this season to get up and go again has proved to be really, really difficult for them. So that, along with the amount of games, the sort of strange nature of the season that it's been with the World Cup in the middle of it, everyone's had their own interests. Then the players inevitably will look at it and say, well, okay, I'm off to the World Cup, or I'm not off to the World Cup. And this all plays a part in the season. I think mentally, more than physically, maybe, it's had its impact on the players. And it clearly needs to freshen up. It needs a change. Today, again, as well as last week, just goes to show it's a little bit flat, a little bit stale at the moment at Anfield.